Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark Destiny, and this is the Wrestling with Destiny AEW review show. Darby Allin has successfully defended his TNT Championship against Matt Hardy and Jungle Boy over the last 2 weeks, and Wednesday, he continued his string of defenses, putting the title on the line against Dark Order's impressive young star, 10. With the face-painted hero of AEW extend his loss record from 9-0 to 2021 with the win over the Powerhouse, or would Vance dethrone Allin to begin writing his own legacy? The match headlining the show that also saw Hangman Page, the Young Bucks, and Chris Statlander in action, as well as parlay between the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle ahead of next week's Blood and Guts match. A lot more to come in this review show for AEW Dynamite. I'll be right back with you after the introduction.
The original Gangster. And I'm stopping by to tell everybody to check out Wrestling with Destiny podcast on YouTube with Mark Destiny. The original Gangster is coming by to tell you, tap in or tap the fuck out. Peace. No.
Looking for the news, I'm the one you need to see. AEW, NXT, and WWE. In and out the rope so we can keep it in the ring. For the business, I'm like gravy because it turned me to a fiend. I super kicks it to your HBK 9-7. From the same city as Moxley, Cincinnati, where I'm rapping. 1, 2, 3, bang, bang, you won't last. You are tuned into the Wrestling with Destiny podcast.
This week's AEW show started out with a bang, with Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage. A week after vanquishing Team Taz Absolute Ricky Starks, Hangman Page entered Daily Place for a showdown with Brian Cage. Before the match could even get underway, the FTW champion attacked Page from behind, instigating a feud between Team Taz and Dark Order, who came to the aid of the anxious millennial cowboy. This was fire. Cage drove his opponent into the entrance ramp and proceeded to punish his opponent, working over Page while targeting his back and midsection. He sent the former tag champion into the guardrail repeatedly, driving the arm from Hangman. Which was dope about this, at the beginning, Brian Cage powerbombed the shit out of him on the apron, so Hangman was hurt. He was hurt, you can tell, most of the match. The Machine drove Page into the mat and tried for a standing moonsault, but the babyface got his knees up. A thrust kick by Cage cut off an attempted comeback, and deadlift suplex from the apron into the ring continued the heel's dominance. Page tried for another move to the floor, but Cage caught him. He attempted to drive the babyface into the turnbuckle, but Hangman slithered out and shoved Cage face first into the ring post. A moonsault from the top rope followed as Page built in his first momentum of the night. Cage cut off his opponent again and proceeded to pin Hangman with the drill claw for the win. Now that drill claw he did looked like it hurt. That looked super painful. It looked like he landed wrong. Page did, but I was honestly just happy to see Brian Cage win this match. They need to build some more characters. He's a beast. They should book him that way. Yeah, man. I like this a lot. This was a good way to start off the show with some intensity, a good match. Cage set the tone from the get-go, delivering a powerbomb that drove the air from Page and set up an excuse for the Red Hot Stars' loss. There would be some inevitability question the logic behind beating Page. Now, when all signs have pointed to showdown between Hangman and former partner Kenny Omega, with only a few weeks left into Double or Nothing, a budding rivalry between Page and Team Taz, it appears as though the creative has pivoted every so slightly. Maybe AEW has decided to hold off on Page's title match until August All Out, instead booking him against Cage and Co. at the Memorial Day weekend pay-per-view. If that is the case, this outcome makes sense. Cage needed to win. He is physically dominant and looks like $1 million, but he needs accrue some television victories to gain momentum, and he got a big one in here. This will tell if he can build on it or if this is merely a means to a more significant end come Double or Nothing. This was great. I really enjoyed this. I like seeing Cage be dominant like this. He's a big guy. They should treat him as such. He be showing out, man, and I'm all for it. He is the breakout star to me in Team Taz. Besides Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs got some work to do. Hook definitely got some work to do. So yeah, man, build Cage up, man. That FTW title means nothing, which sucks. I think they should do more with that. At least make him defend it, so it can get some credibility. At least he right now just wearing a championship for no reason. So, tell me what you think about that. Tell me what you think about this match. Did you enjoy it? Did you didn't? Did you not enjoy it? Are you mad because Cage won? What is it? Let me know. Say something in the comments. Remember, like, share, subscribe this channel. It is what it is, man. Cage won the match. Prior to the commercial break, the Elite welcomed the camera into their limousine where AEW AAA Grand Impact Champion Kenny Omega insisted they were not afraid of Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Michael Nakazawa accidentally beeped the horn, sending the group into a frenzy. Omega announced Nakazawa versus Kingston for tonight. Inside Daly's place, Matt and Mike Sydal sought to earn a shot at the AEW World Tag Team titles as they battled the Young Bucks. The babyfaces started red hot, but the Bucks seized control, entering the picture-in-picture commercial time out. Now, they do a lot of picture-in-pictures. I'm just saying this because I be nitpicking. I always fast forward through that shit. I don't want to see the picture-in-the-picture. I mean, it's cool, I guess, that they got it, but I don't want to see that shit, so I'll fast forward through it. I'm pretty sure I don't miss nothing. I'm pretty sure you won't either. Anyway, during the break, they isolated Mike, working him over as his brother Matt watched from his team's corner. Mac laid out Nick Jackson, but Matt Jackson rolled his brother out of harm's way and took his spot. It mattered not as Matt Sydal exploded into the match and almost immediately scored an upset on a near fall. Matt Sydal countered a Meltzer driver attempt and joined Mike for a double Meteora from the middle of the rope to Matt Jackson. Sydal nearly pinned Jackson off a crucifix roll-up as drama reigned supreme. Matt Jackson delivered a blatant, unadulterated low blow to Mike Sydal that joined Nick for the BT trigger for the win as Don Canales laughed it up on commentary. He hit him with the Johnny Cage low blow from Mortal Kombat. And it was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels interrupted the post-match celebration. The former reminded fans that they would break up the next time they lose. Daniels called the Bucks entitled, overdressed bitches and implied they would be challenging for the titles. I had no idea that they were #1 contenders. Where were they winning all these matches at? I guess AEW Dark. I don't watch that, so I have no idea. But I had no idea that they won a bunch of matches. Nope, wouldn't have known that. But that's cool. I just like the promo work from Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. I really don't care about the match like that, but the promo work was real good. I mean, they are good in the ring. I think they're going to lose this match and they're going to break up because you're not taking the titles off of the Young Bucks right now, so we'll see. I hope that if they do break them up, though, that Kazarian stands out. He deserves it. Christopher Daniels been wrestling for a long time. So has Kazarian, but let Kazarian do his thing. The Bucks and the Sydals had a hell of a match that only got better as it went. Matt and Nick Jackson are so much more confident and engaging as heels who thump their nose at the audience and the idea of respect. The body language, facial expressions, and blatant display of disrespect for the opposition make them better performers than when they were more traditional, straightforward baby faces. Ironically enough, the Sydals are great, energetic baby faces who can build sympathy before exploding down the stretch. This was a great performance out of them, arguably their best to date in AEW. The idea that SCU bringing their run as a tag team to an end by battling the Bucks in a high-profile tag team title match makes the most sense. With no other team already to jump into that spot ahead of Double or Nothing, there are certainly worse choices. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Like I said, I really don't care about the match like that. Even though they might break up SCU, which is definitely going to happen, they're not taking the titles off the Bucks. Hopefully they do something with Kazarian, and he just don't collect dust. I'm sure Christopher Daniels is going to be a background person, helping with talent backstage, and he should do that. He has a lot of knowledge, so I'm up for that. But tell me what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know. Up next, we have Orange Cassidy versus Penta. Now, every time Orange Cassidy attempted to put his hands in his pockets early in this match with Penta, the masked luchador cut him off with his Zero Miedo taunt. Cassidy responded, catching him off guard with an arm drag and a monkey flip. Penta answered with the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, then proceeded to deliver a one-handed press slam into the ring apron as the show headed to break again. Penta dominated during the picture-in-the-picture, seemingly toying with his overmatched opponent. Cassidy turned the tables on his opponent, delivering a crossbody. He tried for the tornado DDT, but Penta halted his momentum and countered into a brainbuster. Penta teased, shaping his opponent's arm, but Cassidy fought it off, trying to put his hand back in his pocket. Cassidy delivered a super kick and ate two in return. A third gave away the Destroyer. Penta tried to do the package power driver, but Cassidy countered into a beach break. His pin attempt was voided as Penta's shoulder remained off the mat. A frustrated and fired up Penta stomped Cassidy into the corner, then added a big boot to his face. He set up for a suplex, but Cassidy countered with the Stun Dog Millionaire. He delivered the spinning DDT, but before he could build on his own momentum, Alex interrupted, providing a distraction. Cassidy brought the announcer and Penta's new mouthpiece into the ring, but before he could do anything about it, Penta cut him off. Cassidy escaped his grasp. The referee became distracted by Trent, and Freshly Squeezed delivered a microphone-assisted orange punch for the win. This was funny. The beginning of it was funny. I love seeing Penta wrestle, so anything he's in to me is great. He's very good in the ring, intriguing, and he got some gangster in him too, so I'm all for seeing all Penta matches, man. Tell me what you think, though. This is a hell of a lot of fun, and it told a great story. Cassidy was completely overwhelmed, outclassed, and overmatched throughout the match. He really stood no chance whatsoever. But as usual, he showed grit and resilience in overcoming his opponent's onslaught to stay in the fight. Whereas Brentas proved the difference in Penta's win over Trent last week, he proved costly his involvement in the match, leading to the referee distraction and Cassidy using the mic for the win. This is almost certainly leading to a six-man tag team match of some sort between Best Friends and Death Triangle. Given the talent involved, that certainly has the potential to be show stealer if and when it officially takes place. Yeah, I agree. I didn't want Orange Cassidy to win this match, though. But I'm a huge Penta fan. I'm an Orange Cassidy fan, too, but nah, man, they should have had Penta go over in this. What more can I say, man? But tell me what you think about this. You happy that Orange Cassidy got over in this match? Or did you want Penta to win? Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm a huge Penta guy. So, you know what it is. The Inner Circle and Pinnacle joint. Tony Schiavone in the ring for Blood and Guts parlay. Shawn Spears started things off by issuing a warning to Sammy Guevara, telling him Jericho is leading him into dangerous waters. The Spanish guy said Spears has been a failure in AEW and a failure in WWE, and will begin next week. Guevara agreed to give Pinnacle the advantage and vowed to beat every member of the group. Cash Wheeler criticized the version of Santana and Ortiz, calling them soft Jericho lapdogs. Dax Harwood told Santana and Ortiz to hold their children close, drawing a passionate response from the latter, who said he would let his fist do the talking. MJF credited Jericho for being the top star who attracted fans to the product. He talked about how tired, worn down, and beat up Jericho is at Blood and Guts. He will once again thank Le Champion next week when he takes his spot. Jericho criticized MJF for being entitled enough to think he can take a spot. He said MJF has to earn a spot. He said he was happy to have worked for everything he got, busting his ass in arenas around the world. He said Inner Circle is blood and guts, that they have only been a family of one day in AEW. Jericho, irate, and reiterated that MJF and Pinnacle would have to kill Inner Circle before they surrendered. A tense stare down ended the segment. This segment was great. I really liked it a lot. If the last 2 weeks of promos were not enough to get you excited for Blood and Guts, this segment sure as hell accomplished it. Great promo work from all involved, including those who have not had the opportunity to talk quite as much as they should have. Fueled this one and set the stage for what will abruptly be one of the best matches in the company in 2021. Jericho and MJF are extraordinary on the mic. With the clear babyface and heel dynamic, they should deliver the match so expected out of them the first time that they did battle back in Revolution. This match is going to be great. I want to see all parties involved. I wish that Warlow and my guy Jack Swagger or Jake Hager would have spoke on this, especially Warlow. He's a good promo, and I didn't know. I wasn't expecting that, so I would love to have seen that. But you know, tell me what y'all thought of this though, because this was amazing, man. I love hearing Chris Jericho on the microphone, man. It's crazy, like he just gets better as he gets older. Like it's amazing, like how he still can do that. I guess it's like riding the bike for him, man. And fucking MJF is amazing. All of them did good, man. Shit, even Sammy Guevara, like when he said that to Sean Spears, I was like, ooh, holy shit. But that touched a little bit, buddy. Because I was thinking the same thing about you. You fell into AEW too. Just like WWE. Like you wasn't a failure in WWE. They made you a failure. But here, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is all your fault, buddy. But tell me what y'all think, man. I think this was amazing. I think this was great. Leave a comment in the comment section. You know what it is. Now, guys, Moxley and Kingston outsmarted Kenny Omega, right? Eddie Kingston refused to battle Michael Nakazawa in a match set up by AEW World Champion Kenny Omega earlier in the night. Instead, he demanded a match with Omega, who appeared to denounce that idea. We're sending the goons after you. You don't get the champ. Kingston teased breaking Nakazawa's ankle, to which Omega shrugged it off. Brandon Cutler came out flying through the entrance, followed shortly by Jon Moxley, who threw Omega into the ring. Kingston threatened to break his ankle until Don Callis appeared. The invisible hand gave into the babyface's threats, granting Moxley and Kingston a match against Omega and Nakazawa next week. Omega taunting goons, then calling Cutler was hilarious. Omega was great here as the egotistical heel champion, thinking he was so clearly he had one step ahead Kingston, only to fall into the babyface trap and have to give the aggressors, of course, next week's they will likely bring the heel domination by some sort of plan. But you know, that's what it is though. Like next week they gonna get Moxley and Kingston. They gonna beat them down. I know that's gonna happen. That's usually how this works. But this was cool though. I really don't care about that tag team match. Maybe I want to see Nakazawa. I haven't seen Nakazawa wrestle in a long time, so I'm cool with this. Maybe he'll go hard. Who knows? I don't like that he's like this goofy lapdog to Omega though. Like let him just do him. Like Nakazawa was a beast. So just tell me what you guys think. This was cool because it wasn't like they made this more serious than what it was with the threatening to break Omega's ankle and stuff. So if they didn't add that into this, I probably wouldn't have cared. So that was good. That they probably came up with that. They probably came up with this themselves, Moxley and Kingston. But tell me what you guys think. You know I'm a Moxley guy. I love Kingston too, and I love Kenny Omega matches. So shit, and I like Nakazawa. So let me know what you guys think, man. Hit me up in the comment section. You know what it is. All right, guys. Next, we have Chris Statlander versus Penelope Ford. Now, Chris Statlander's front. This is her first match back. Okay? So, I'm saying, I want to see if she still got it in the ring. If she got any rust. And I don't think she did, man. Orange Cassidy accompanied Chris Statlander to the squared circle as AEW's resident alien battled Penelope Ford. I think Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander is seeing each other. I'm not sure about that, but I think they are. Second by husband Kip Sabian in the calculation of their rival. My bad, y'all. I mean, continuation. Look at my eyes. Look at them. Statlander dominated early, but Ford capitalized on the momentum distraction and seized control of the bout entering the commercial. Back from the timeout, an exchange of strikes gave way to a back-up heel trip from Statlander. The babyface added a corner uppercut and a running knee to the face before dropping forward with the Blue Thunder Bomb for a near fall. Ford uncovered and delivered a running bulldog into the middle turnbuckle. She added a jumping neckbreaker to Ford. Ford tried a handspring elbow, but Statlander caught her, drove her to the mat with the Big Bang Theory, and scored the win. Statlander defeats Penelope Ford in her first match back. Congratulations. Statlander and Ford worked hard, and the result was a solid wrestling match that showcased the former and the late underutilized Ford show-off a bit between the ropes. Statlander was a major player in the women's division prior to her injury, and while all signs point to Britt Baker dethroning Hikaru Shida sooner than later, one has to wonder if the extraterrestrial of the division will be in line for a title opportunity before long. It was interesting seeing Sabian and Ford back on television without Miro making his presence felt, especially since he has been looking for his friend and tag team partner since their loss at Arcade Anarchy a few weeks back. Perhaps we will see the interaction a week from now. Tell me what you guys think. Are you happy that Chris Statlander won her first match back? She is a beast. Penelope Ford hasn't been wrestling like that, so it was good they was able to use her in the match. I'm sure you guys enjoyed it. It was cool. Real big high spots from Statlander. She's a beast in the ring, so this is a good thing for her. Glad she won her first match back. What more can I say? Tell me what you think about this in the comments section. Now, Miro did catch up to Kip, and he beat his ass in the locker room. He told him, "You would not keep me from a championship. No one's going to keep me from a championship." Then he choked him with a rope, a chain. He choked him up with a chain. Then he took him by his arm and slammed the locker room door on his arm. Boom! Not like a locker door, a locker room door, the entrance door. Hard as shit. And I was like, whoa, finally, they're turning Miro to a monster, the monster he's supposed to be, and I'm all here for it. I can't wait to see him just start wrecking shit. Yes, use these pieces y'all got the right way, man. Get off that goofy shit with Rusev. That's still Rusev to me. Rusev Day, Miro, that's what he is, who he is now, but I don't care. He beat his ass, and I'm happy about it. Yup, I'm happy about it. Are you happy about it? Let me know if you're happy about it. Now, guys, we have the Nightmare Family versus the Factory. The only reason why I say like that because I don't care about QT Marshall. I don't know. The Vengeful Nightmare Family's Lee Johnson, Billy Gunn, and Dustin Rhodes took the fight to the Factory's QT Marshall, Nick Camarado, and Aaron Solo from the get-go Wednesday night. The baby faces were fueled by the shocking betrayal of Cody Rhodes by the Hills and the fact that the group entered in Cody's Nightmare Express bus. They battered them around the ringside area before from the compact Camarado established dominance and seized control of the bout. The Hills worked over Rhodes during a commercial break and appeared to have victory in hand until a hot tag to Johnson sparked by the babyface's comeback. Big Shotty unleashed his energy and athleticism on the opposition until Anthony Amago delivered a cheap shot that allowed Marshall to score the victory. After the match, Camarado blasted Rhodes with the full bull rope. Colton and Austin Gunn made the save, and Marshall retreated to the bus. As he opened the door, Cody exploded through. Cody back, attacking his former friend. Marshall climbed to the top of the bus only to be met up to the top by the American Nightmare, who pushed the heel to close out the segment. Nightmare family. Y'all got Cody back. But the Factory defeated the Nightmare family. It is what it is. Between the ropes, the Factory has lacked the spark. A lot of that can be contributed to the fact that the talent is young and raw and needs more reps. The match this week was more memorable of Camarado being booked as strongly as he was, as well as Johnson's explosive comeback than anything. The meat of the segment came after the match, though, with the return of Cody. His beating of Marshall set up a match between the two on next week's show. While all signs would seem to the point to Rose getting revenge, one has to wonder what would that mean for the Factory, which would face an uncertain future after being dispatched by the Nightmare family and the American Nightmare. Still, the reveal of Cody was pretty cool, and AEW has done a solid job of booking Camarado and Ogogo to be badasses to the segment was a winner. Yeah, I was just happy to see Cody back. I really didn't care about this match, but I was just happy to see Cody back, to be honest with you. Cody is very good for AEW to have a star like that. You don't have a lot of them, so him taking a lot of time off or a certain amount of time off does damage, but it also can help up-and-coming stars. Like, I think him being away helps the guy I'm going to talk about next a lot, which is Darby Allin. I think it helps him a lot. Cody needs to start just fighting, wrestling people and putting people over. That's what I think he should do right now, is make some new stars. They need them. And if he does that, then everything should be fine. I don't think, because Chris Jericho should be making more stars too. MJF was already a star in my book. He made himself one. So they need to put that energy into some newcomers. Make some more stars, man. You got to. You need superstars. You need superstars. Y'all want to hit that 2 million mark? Y'all gonna need some star power. And I'm talking about new superstars, not old ones. But let me know what you guys think, man. I'm going to get into this TNT Championship match with Darby Allin and 10. So, for the fifth week in a row, Darby Allin defended his TNT Championship, this time against Dark Order's 10 in the main event. Vance, dedicating his performance to the memory of mentor Brody Lee, rest in peace, looked to pay off all the buzz about his potential with the first monumental victory of his young career. Vance used his power to shrug off the high-flying arsenal of Allin. I almost said Barry Allin, y'all. Jesus Christ. Of Allin ahead of the final break of the night. Allin continued to focus on the left arm of Vance, which proved to be one weak spot in the masked man's arsenal. He pulled it to create separation and deliver a stunner, then applied an armbar as he saw a submission victory. Vance fought to the ropes to force the break, but the challenger quickly fell prey to the top rope drive from Allin. As Dark Order Stu Grayson and Evil Uno checked on their teammate, Sting interjected himself to ensure a fair fight. Knew that was going to happen. With the referee distracted, Ethan Page came from out of nowhere to slam Allin's face into the ring post. Back inside, Vance delivered a wheelbarrow into a German suplex, which looked amazing, for a close 2 count. Moments later, he applied the full Nelson, only for Allin to use his momentum against him and score both the victory and his 9th successful title defense. After the match, Vance helped Allin up in a show of respect, and the champion raised the Black Brody armband up in honor to the late competitor. With Dark Order out of the arena, Page and Scorpio Sky attacked Allin and Sting. Sky applied a heel hook on the icon, while Page forced Allin to watch. Lance Archer and Vance hit the ring to chase the heels away. That's what's up. Darby he's a star, man. The old Bret Hart finish, where the babyfaces reverse a submission into a roll-up, never gets old. Allen executed it to the perfection in his win over Vance, who really loses nothing in defeat, as it could very easily be argued it was a fluke loss. Vance looked good in his latest big match in AEW, but is still a step or three behind for more seasoned members on the roster. He is getting there, though, and will only be best served by working alongside guys like Allen, Page, Sky Archer, and even sharing the screen with Sting, which is big for him. The budding feud pitting Sky and Page against singly over other babyfaces in the TNT title picture is interesting in that we are not really sure why they are working together or what the end game is, but certainly it is intriguing. Is Sky and Page selfless enough to give up a title opportunity for the other to succeed? Probably not. But the idea of either man facing Allen in a high-profile match is definitely appealing. A tag team match against Allen and Sting is too. So guys and gals, tell me what you guys think about this episode of AEW Dynamite this past Wednesday. I think it was a great show. I enjoyed it a lot. If you enjoyed the show, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this podcast, this review show by Mark Destiny, Wrestling with Destiny AEW review show wrap up, let me know. Hit the like button or hit the like down. But if you hit the like down button, you already know what you can do. Tap in or tap out.